17 track samples in the song. 17 track samples in the song. Draws in the ears, baby get more clear, parents on the gone. 22 parents roll 17, badges 17 conflicts, parents conflicts. Badges 17 parent roll-ons and dogs, parents got conflicts. 23 got roll 5-3 got parents on tracks they got. 22 configs, Roll got 22s and Roll got 20, draw the gots, parents got 17 rolls, draws and draws, any 2-track confines, draws and draws, baby gots. Original audio podcast. 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 Original audio podcast.
Oh yes, baby. You already know what it is, baby. It's Sunday, fun day. What time is it, guys? It's 12:02 on the East Coast, 11:02 Central, and what is it? West
9:02 on the West.
Yeah. Light us up, everybody. We're live and direct from our homes, studios, cafeterias, whatever it is that we're in.
Places we wish we were.
I'm already off the ledge. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I wanted to say welcome to everybody. Hey, hello to the person right behind you, Akafu. Know what I'm saying? But let's focus. Let's get into some headlines of the day. Come on, let us know what's going on. See.
So there's an inauguration anniversary planned for January 20th, and there's also walkouts planned for that same day. Hundreds of community protests and rallies nationwide are challenging some of the policies and some of the things that we've been seeing the past year and some change. So huge walkouts planned. If you're going to participate, please be safe. There's also a Verizon outage. I don't know if y'all have been affected by that last week. Y'all got Verizon?
I don't have Verizon. I have T-Mobile.
T-Mobile too. T-Mobile in the house. But yeah, unfortunately, the people who had Verizon had a huge, 175,000 people were without service. Digital.
I thought it was more, man. I felt like it was like 1 million. It was everywhere.
It was more.
Maybe.
It was more, right?
There are billboards that are talking about Verizon in the Super Bowl. And so there's been all kinds of posts about are y'all sure? Are we going to have a blackout on the Super Bowl too? That was you?
I posted. That was me.
That's crazy.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, so I know a lot of my friends who have Verizon were affected. I was playing with some friends of mine on Fortnite, and they were like, bro, I said, I've been texting you for the last 2 hours, bro. And they're like, nah, my shit is done. My shit is done.
From a marketing perspective, if I was T-Mobile or the other phone companies, just putting this out there, I'd have commercials already on the go. Hey.
Oh, that shit is no joke.
If you don't want to blackout,
for the Super Bowl.
Right, exactly. So we'll see what happens.
Bananas.
Mm-hmm.
No, but the memes have become they're just out of control.
I mean, the internet's undefeated. You already know. But
the memes are just out of. I'm telling you, this stuff on social media, man, is out of control. People are just clowning.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. Sorry about that.
Moving on. Trump announces potential tariffs on Greenland imports. I mean, I could have seen that one coming. This adds to a bunch of other tariffs that we have going on. Discussed 10% extra tariffs on goods from European nations, and this is one of them. And you've all seen all the movement and back and forth going on that subject too. I read that there are some Republicans saying that if he does try to invade Greenland, that they will be taking some measures, and that will be their final straw. So we'll see how it develops.
It's crazy.
Season 2, America's Apprentice.
Oh man, it's just crazy. But we should leave that alone. You know what I mean? Because it's just nowadays the way I feel about this whole situation is I'll just let it ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna let it ride and see and we'll take it from there.
LP got a parachute today. Look at him. That's gross.
It's simple growth. It's simple growth, ladies and gentlemen. Simple growth. It's amazing.
I gotta be protected, y'all. I gotta be protected. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, these
I don't
days,
want, you know,
you
it's
don't want to
crazy.
knock on the door. Go,
Yeah. And in
uh,
entertainment music news, Ludacris and Nelly are catching a lot of flack and a lot of heat because they were tapped to perform at the Country Music Festival, which is organization that seems to be aligned with conservative messaging. So, they're going to catch some flack, but who
I mean,
doesn't?
what do you guys? I
Because
mean, what do you guys think
it's supposed to
personally?
happen. It's
No,
supposed
no,
to
I'm just
happen.
saying it's supposed to happen. Like, people are just
Yeah,
people are
you know,
upset.
I feel the new
it's
People are
charges.
mad.
I mean,
uh,
it's because people have uh, they have faith in some folks that they follow and that whose careers they've helped along and who they have supported this whole time, and they expect support in return. So some people feel as though this is, these types of things are in direct misalignment. So
I agree. Like I said, I personally don't give a fuck.
oh wow, oh, wow,
You know what I'm
wait a
saying? I'm
minute.
just like, well, like, no, like, I don't, how can I say this? I don't
That's right.
agree
Reel
with
it
it,
in,
but,
reel it in. Come on, reel it in.
he got to get his bag. I think everybody nowadays it's all about the bag.
I mean, but is it
Everybody wants to
though?
get
How
paid.
much do you actually need?
The back of
I mean,
whom?
a bag. They just,
A
Bag.
everybody's like,
bag, a bag.
they just want to get their bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care about the consequences. But then, it gets to a point where like now, like it has escalated and people are, expressing themselves and saying, how they feel about, hey man, we like you, but we don't agree with this. And
And
we don't
how
know,
much are you willing to then lose? Because how much is that bag in cost benefit analysis? Is it worth losing all the people that have supported you along the way and future record sales and all of that? So you got to take that in consideration too.
1,000%. I mean, look what happened, with all these artists you know, who spoke for Trump, and I'm gonna put it out there. I'm just saying, like, who were supporting him. Like, let's say Nicky Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was compared to a chick. Like the president, said that he thought it was a girl instead of a guy. But anyways, like there's always some kind of backlash at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, when you start picking sides or things that you want to do, like you have to think, the bigger picture. Is it going to make sense for you as an artist long term, or is it a quick bag that it's going to hurt you at the end of the day?
And reboot.
Only,
Look
only,
around what's going on right now.
only
You
time
got
will tell.
you have to be careful. You have
Careful
to be
with.
very these with your moves. As far as like as an artist, any move that like it's like what she said. Just be careful. Like watch the temperature, watch what's going on, and and that way you can make the right decisions for yourself and your career at the end of the day.
And
You know,
surround yourself with people who are going to steer you in the right direction and not just be looking for that quick bag and quick return on investment.
All
it's
things
just
can be true at the same time.
anybody reading the comments. Look at the comments. Oh my
Yes,
god.
yes. Arcane War.
We're not hating. We're just saying, be careful with your career because some of these things will affect you long term. You know, think about the long
Yeah,
term. Think about long term.
we
Anyways,
hope and pray that that's what people do. But as human beings, we all know we look at the short distance, not the long distance. And in other news, for
yes,
K
sir.
hip hops, there's a artist. I hope I say this right. Geico. Uh,
It's your Spanish class talking. I think it's Geico, but all right.
Geico, yeah, probably my Spanish class. Geico of the dynamic duo has announced divorce after 14 years from his partner, and it's sending
Mm,
shockwaves across the K-pop and K-hip hop world because that's not what they're accustomed to. And it also opens a discussion about how, entertainment affects marriages and mental health.
it is
Yeah.
true. It is true.
And it's the
I
same
mean,
thing. People are put on a pedestal and they're like, oh, their life must be perfect. I see what they post on social media. They're so in love. And then all of a sudden, that's not it. So
Yeah, I mean, nah, These are just things that are happening across the world, whether it's entertainment or not. Life is life. Some things are in the public eye, and people are being affected by it, whether it's your life or other people's lives. And things change when you get an opportunity to really see and peer into the lives of others. So, a lot of people are surprised in that community, and hopefully, they figure out how to navigate through it.
It's the
That's
human.
true. I mean, I think. Let me ask you guys a question. I mean, this is music, but I feel like some artists, like let's say Shakira, and her
Hmm.
situation with her her ex-husband Pique, who's a
Hmm.
soccer player, like you know like how much does these artists get impacted by the lifestyle, music, sports, what I'm saying, like
I
it's
would
just
say it's
like
hard in any relationship for someone for one or the other or both to be in the public eye, because there's constantly people who want your position. There's constant scrutiny and all of that. So I would say that's a hard place to be, regardless of who you are.
I agree.
I think
No,
it's a matter of stripping down it all, right? Way before it occurs. If you're forward thinking, and earlier I said, a lot of people don't think about the future, they think about the now. But if you're forward thinking, whether he's a soccer player, a famous soccer player, and she's a famous artist, right? It's those honest discussions about, who we are as a team, you know.
that
And
is true.
if we can engage in an honest conversation about who we are as a team, and we can look at our competition, because that's what's going on. Everything outside of us is our competitor. And how do we choose to attack our competition as a team will really help us move further along in life as we move into our respective careers. Because when we come back as a collective, we're still a team, and everything outside, whether it's a female that's attractive or a male that's attractive or the bag that's enticing, that's all the competition. How does it impact us as a team? Do we win or do we lose? And again, it's easier said than done because we don't live in a fairy tale land like Narnia, right?
Yes,
But
sir.
the realities are, can we engage in conversations that help us build a stronger unit and a team as we move forward into the journey?
Yeah, I mean, there's artists who, how can I say this? They just focus, like when they're in a relationship, not to date somebody who's in the industry. You know,
Hmm.
it could be a lawyer, it could be a doctor. Like people are just some artists just kind of try to stay away from that direction and not, you know, get caught up. Like I mean, look what's happened. Prime example. Look what keeps happening with J Lo.
Oh, damn, that's boy.
He's
Woof,
he's having
Lord,
it. Listen,
she need a janitor. You picked the wrong person to talk. She need a whole
hey,
I,
she need a
listen. There's
whole she need a whole high school janitor, but they still got to have the same conversation.
I'm just saying,
It's
like it's like how
it's
many
the
times is she gonna get married with this? I mean, I don't know what to
it's
say. It's just
it's you. It's at that point. It's you. At that point, it's you. At that point, it's you. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I'll take the hit. It's you. It ain't them. It's you, shawty. It's you.
so
You know
she's
what
the
it is?
problem.
J Lo is beautiful and she's talented, and so a lot of people are going to be attracted to that light. That's just what it is.
So you're basically saying they're attracted to the booty.
I said the beauty. You can say booty. I mean, her booty. What wasn't it insured? Her booty was
Uh,
insured for some millions or something.
I'm
Like
just
I mean,
saying.
yeah, you got an insured booty, and your booty is iconic.
I
Yes, that
I
too.
just I just feel like she clashes with how can I say, she just clashes. I mean, like she had a kids with Mark Anthony, and then she's with Ben, and bada bada bada, and she's been married like 10 times, and things just
Damn,
don't work.
10 is crazy.
No, I
My
mean,
goodness.
it's not really 10 times, but I think it's like 5 or 6 times. But it's still, it's like she's like Kim K. It's like, bro, like what do you learn from these past relationships to
Nothing. Nothing, because they nothing. It's not to speak on her per se, but the question, I've had this discussion with several people, like, yo, think about y'all background as people. to become who you are. Think about your background. Think about, was there a mom and a dad? Were they married? How'd that relationship end up? What did you learn from that?
So
And
you're
that's on
saying
both
it's
sides.
therapy, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
All her partners may
Somebody-
have needed it.
Somebody in
All
our
her
chat.
partners.
Somebody in the chat said Holly Berry.
Her too. Her too.
Oh my God, bro. This is
Again,
crazy.
another beautiful woman.
Mhm. Her too.
So
Again,
let me ask you a question. See, so because you are beautiful, you carry some type of thing. What do you like? Should I date a girl that is just looking,
No,
toe
I don't
up
think
on the
it's.
floor?
I think it's beauty in terms of not just external, but beauty inside, right? Like I think empaths, like I'm an empath. Empaths tend to attract things that are not good for them, and until you learn that as an empath, you really need to protect your energy, and you really need to be really discerning on who you let into your life, and not just try to heal what's broken, because I think we get caught up in that. So, I mean, I would venture to say maybe both of them are also empaths or are empathic on some level. And
nah, you going too far. Stop
that
that.
attracts
Maybe
that attracts that kind of energy. It does.
What?
Mm-mm-mm.
That's what you're going to
Healers
maybe they're
attract people.
empaths.
I
What?
don't know them personally, but
Are
I
you-
would venture to guess the kinds of guys that they've attracted, they probably are. Because I've attracted some of the same.
Huh? What?
Yo,
He asked you the question. I ain't got no response.
you know what? I'm lost for words right now, man. I'm gonna talk
what
to you
you
about
gonna
this
say?
later.
Yeah, we need to talk about this later because you're on. That's called cocaine. That's called cocaine.
My bad. Relax, bro. Relax. But anyways,
Now Fool's missing his parachute.
Perico.
exactly. You jumping off the Bay Bridge right now, pimp.
I'm an empath, and sometimes I.
It's the truth.
Okay. For those that don't know, what the hell is an empath?
Mm.
An empath is someone who feels the world around them very deeply. It's someone who is able to empathize and understand what other people are going through. You feel it on a different level. Like I don't just see you in pain; I also feel that pain with you.
So let me ask you a question. Who do you attract?
People who tend to be sometimes narcissists, or people who are broken on some level because you have an inclination within you to want to heal and help other people.
Got you. You're trying to solve, issues with, or you want to repair. You want to be a nurse.
Exactly. You end up trying to be a nurse and trying to heal other people and trying to help them, and sometimes that doesn't always go well for you.
Okay.
End up hurting.
What you gonna say, man?
A lot of those individuals tend to invest into others and divest into themselves because there's work to be done in themselves that they would rather avoid and focus on others when they should work on themselves.
Yeah, they should 100% heal themselves first, but a lot of times that doesn't happen because you are so accustomed to healing and taking care of other people.
Gotcha.
So I would venture to guess if they are in those frameworks, they grew up like myself, taking care of other people at a young age. Or like Viola.
Everybody need therapy, man.
Hold on,
You're right.
Listen. Our guest Jose Marquez is standing by on the green room, but before we go to Jose, I want to talk about this book, this thing that you guys been chatting around.
I was big mad at Fool because he said, hey, listen to this book. He said, it's a really good book. He said, didn't warn me. Chapter 1, I'm on the stepper in the gym right after my workout, and I am crying in the gym. Viola Davis's book. If you haven't listened to it, make sure that you have time and space to cry.
Yes, well said, very well said. If you have time and space to cry, that will be your time.
Don't in the gym. Just don't do that.
That is definitely not food for thought. You know what I'm saying? at the gym.
Not that,
you're trying to get your gains, and you're like,
I I'm glad I finished my workout first. I'm glad I was on the
Oh
step.
my God, this is terrifying. Hold on. Oh, let me wipe my tears. Fool. I hate you. Anyways, back to business. I'm gonna bring in my boy. I'm gonna bring my boy Jose. Jose, dímelo, papi.
Mi
Jose.
gente, ¿cómo están?
Todo tranquilo, loco. Tranquilo. Yo, I want to ask you, since we're in the topic of, because I know, or maybe I'm mistaken, I think, like about being in the business and working with your significant other. How does that impact you? Because I know that I think, correct me if I'm wrong, your wife does work with you. Or,
Yes, she does. Every day.
every day. You know what I'm saying?
And she's amazing. Listen, I'll be very honest with you. We men want to be able to say to everybody, oh, we could do it all, blah, blah, blah. And there was maybe a time when I was 30 and 40, maybe I could have done it all back then. And I probably did, but I never found a soulmate that could run a business with me, that I had not to think about certain things. She's already thinking about it. She knows me that well that, she can anticipate things that I want, or that she thinks that she wants from me, because it's a give and go. But I'll tell you honestly, I love working with my wife. I wish we would not just only be in Georgia. I think I love to be in Miami with my wife. I love to be in, everywhere. And that's something that's coming up. We're thinking about starting to do these Georgia Latino film pop-ups in different cities, so people know that there's a place to come and shoot here in Georgia, which is an amazing space.
That's great. Well, with that said, give us a rundown.
Man, guys.
Ooh, C is giving you the approval right now.
Thank you, C. Thank you, C.
But
as you get older, you start to learn.
I see Pokemon game.
I see my boy act a fool, like, I don't know, but that's because you're still young, brother. And enjoy your youth while you got it.
Yeah, wait. He might look young, but you don't know about his age.
I hear you.
He's a wise man as well. You know what I mean? But
It's just simple life lessons. That's all.
It's a simple life. There you go.
You know what? I always say life is simple. We, the people,
complicate
make it difficult. We complicate
That's right.
things.
True.
Because life
right.
is just as straight as an arrow, and you know what, bro? We're the ones who are just like to twist it and mess around with it. You know what I mean?
Because we don't have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
We're bored. You know what I'm saying? Let's
we want to do something. We want to fix it. Man is always the provider. Man is always the one that goes out there and was fighting the wars and bringing. We're so used to that. We don't do that anymore. We don't even farm anymore, right? So what we do is we gotta fix it. So you're like a German Shepherd in your backyard. You walk around and you're saying to yourself, how come there's so many holes in the backyard? And it's because the sucker's looking for something to do. And that's us. We're just like German Shepherds. We need to find something to do. We can't find it, let's dig a hole.
That's fool. What color of German Shepherd are you? You're a black German Shepherd, or are you a gold retriever?
I'm sorry. I can't be a gold because I'm not that color, but I'm a black German Shepherd, bro. I'm a Bavarian German Shepherd.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a German Shepherd at all.
What are you then?
A cat.
Are you?
Oh, he's a cat.
I'm a cat.
That's a whole other other conversation.
Yes, I'm a cat.
You're such a pussy.
No,
Don't say that.
But on the other side of that, you ever pay attention to your cats, you notice that your cats don't care
about anything.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how cats be.
They just walk by and mind their own
all
business.
they care about is that you feed them and you give them some water, and that's it. They don't need you after that because they don't need thumbs. They climb. They got claws.
There you go.
Yes. So with that said, Jose, please give.
Well, before you get into that, I want to thank you guys for bringing me on this podcast. I've got a great great friendship with you and LP and with Ricky, and I really love what you guys are doing, and I'm 100% for it. We need some people that are giving instructions to people who don't really understand what it is to be in a business as hard that is, as hard as it is the entertainment industry. This is that's why we're losing so many kids. That's why there's so much mental health issues and suicides and all that, because they get into a business and then they feel that they've been taken over. And then they say, but this is not what I saw when I was a kid as the industry. And it's not, it's changed. And so that's a little bit like what I'm have to say about that. But again, like I say, thank you so much for having me on. Sia, you're doing an amazing job. Keep empathizing for the community, because you're a kind person. Be kind, always.
Yeah. So real quick, Jose, let our audience know who Jose is. What do you do? What do what are we doing in 2026 moving forward? You know what I'm saying? Like I want to get an idea of where you're at right now.
Well, hey, listen. For those of the people that don't know me, I've been around for a long time. I've been. Do you guys remember those AOL discs
Yes, sir.
that you used to get in the mail?
Yes, sir.
Well, I wrote the code for that.
Oh,
Okay,
that's big.
and I'm talking about when this is 1993, 94, when I was at AT&T, and I was the engineer on that account. But that's what I did. I do a lot of technology. I've done technology. Well, I had to make a decision whether I wanted to go into entertainment or or be in technology, and I honestly can tell you, technology was one, because I don't like 5 o'clock wake up calls to go and be on a cold set in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? I just didn't like it. So, but I love the industry. Since the age of 6, I've been, and I got a story I tell people about my mother coming into the living room one day, and I'm behind the TV pulling out tubes. Yes, we had tubes in my time. So my mother says to me, "Oye, mijo, what are you doing?" And I said, "Mommy, I'm working on TV." And it was either one or the other. It was engineering on TV, or it was being on TV. So that's why I do entertainment, and that's why I do technology, because sooner or later I knew that this was going to happen. I prognosticated this thing probably 5-10 years ago, when we started seeing that there was going to be a change in the whole drama of Hollywood. Technology runs everything. You can't be playing around and saying, "Oh, I don't need a computer." Yeah, you need a computer for a whole lot of things. You need to work, and you need to figure out that this is where people are working and making excellent money. So back in 1997, I founded an organization called Tech Latino, or Latinos in Information Sciences and Technology. We got about 15 chapters across the country, 8,000 members. We're a force to be reckoned with, because, once you have the people's data, nobody wants to move their data. That's a hassle. So, I said, a whole bunch of Latinos having data and not understanding how to do it, but there was nobody but 5 guys doing this. And I'll tell you, Felipe Alvarez, God rest his soul, great guy, was the first corporate person to say to me, he was the CEO of Verizon, when I came up to him with the idea of an ERG, right? What an ERG is or a BMG. There's a lot of names now, but it's all the same thing. It's a Hispanic support organization, or a Black support organization, or an Asian support. All those organizations didn't exist in 1997. There was only one: the Hispanic Support Organization of Verizon and HISPA. And after that came Latinos in Information Sciences and Technology Association.
Nice.
So yeah, that gives you an idea how long I've been doing this and why I'm doing it is because our community needed it. Somebody had to freaking say, hey, you know, we're falling. We were 7 years behind. Can you believe 7 years behind the rest of the world
Wow.
when it comes to technology?
That's
I
crazy.
mean, and now we're the biggest adopters. Let me tell you, when I first started working out at the USHCC or some of those other organizations that I had the honor to work with, major organizations, civil rights organizations, and all sorts of stuff, that I would come in and develop websites for them. I was developing stuff that they didn't know that existed. You know, because they're in the little world and that other world was here and it was coming on fast, but we weren't in it. Because at the end of the day, what happens is the rest of the community knows exactly what's happening. Why? Because they read, because they're listening to the news, because they're understanding what's happening. Latino, coño, fiesta, salsa.
Where?
Yeah,
Yo,
I love
where
it.
you?
I love it. I mean, you know, there's a place for it. And I believe me, I'm one of the biggest dancers, and well, I was one of the biggest dancers in the world. But, and that's another story. But I'll tell you honestly, it's just the need for us to know. Cornel West, in one of his books, stated about what the man does, because we don't know who the man is anymore. You know, it could be a woman. It could be an Asian. It could be a white guy. We don't know who it is, but the man exists. And there's a man there trying to stop us from moving forward because equality is digital equality. It's over everything. The more you know on this thing, the more you know. And that's something that we've been pushing since 1997. So when we started, we were 5 guys in a room after a UN meeting. And we just started to rock and roll and start to have events, and our different networks started to come together. Chris Rodriguez out in Texas, David Contreras out in LA, myself in New York, Leticia that was working out with us, and Lexi, who was working with us in those days to get this organization to the level it was. And we are the youngest ranking national nonprofit in the country.
That's amazing.
National. And what I mean by that, we're working out of DC. Does that make sense? Where the policies are being made. So yeah, we said we need to make sure our community doesn't continue to fall further behind. So we started with education. We started with finance. We started to get all those things rocking and rolling, and each vertical opened up itself. It's like the organization has a mind of its own. It opens up at a certain time some opportunity for us to jump into it and to fix. Because that's all you need to do is fix it. So that's what we do. So I started now in the last 15 years this year, because I don't have nothing else to do. I said, let me go build something up. And we started the Georgia Latino Film Festival.
Nice.
Amazing.
Very nice. Which
And at which, matter of fact, Latin Prince was at there last year for our 14th anniversary. And we honored a whole lot of people. And we had people like Carlos Ponce. We had Will Trent.
Hey.
You know, we had Will Trent was honored. Ramon Rodriguez, we honored Ramon Rodriguez. We honored Carlos Ponce for his achievements and lifetime. We had Nick Valencia, CNN, hosting the event. I mean, and we had Latin Prince VJing the event. It was amazing.
Who that?
We had the Afro, we had the Latino, we had the Native American as well. Because when we do an event,
that is
we
true.
bring in culture. We want you to leave not just feeling good and happy, and you got your little goodie bag. Oh, what a great event! I want people saying we have just been to the epitome of events. because we want to give our community the best. We're not second plate to nobody. We are the leaders of the new school.
Oh, he speaks facts, man. There was a lot of dancing with the natives.
Huh?
Right? I said there was a lot of dancing going on.
Yeah,
know,
but
when they
the
came-
natives,
when they
bro. When we brought in those natives, the people went ballistic,
They
and
loved
then
it.
when the Africans came in, because being Latino, we've got so many cultures in us. We got Spaniard, we've got black, we've got Indian, Native American, not native, just native in general. We got Seminoles and Taino Indians in Puerto Rico and Cuba. So, we've got a little bit of everything. So, opening my event, I got to honor those who came before us. And for me, that's what we do. We show our culture as a big piece of who we are. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, culture drives
Even
everything.
even Ricky Rincon was in the building. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ricky Rincon was in the building.
Don't be shy, Ricky.
What's up?
What's going on?
Am I live?
Yes,
You are live, not Memorex, Poppy.
You've been live for the last 10 minutes, baby.
He said Memorex. That's before Earthlink and AOL.
Yo, hold on.
Crazy.
But hold on. Before we move any further, what do you think about this Verizon blackout that happened, Jose?
For me, it was sad to see that Verizon lost their 99.999% always up. Okay, but I'm sorry, it's a little bit more complicated than that. That has to do with some of the antics that are being pulled right now. I'm not at liberty to talk about some of these things about what's happening in Venezuela or Mexico or Greenland. I don't talk about that because that's none of my business. I don't make policy. I make my own policy. I'm not Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a Latino, and we've got our own issues that we need to take care of.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is facts.
So that
That is facts, man.
And that's what I hope to instill in my next generation of people. That they come down here and they still remember what happens is the United States wants you to assimilate and become part of the country. And you got to become part of this country. I've been a part of this country all my life, and I'm happy. But we have to do more than just that for the Latino, because we've got a lot more problems, that we just have problems that we just don't talk about. We don't talk about mental health. We don't talk about some of that stuff that you guys were talking about. J-Lo, I think J-Lo needs a someone that helps her. She needs a love assistant, someone that shows her this is the right man for you. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So we don't have any. No tenemos vela en ese entierro. So I don't want to go into this whole thing. But the Verizon situation, it's kind of scary, because if the Verizon network could go down just like that, that means somebody's out there that's smarter than Verizon's techs, and someone knocked that thing down. That's not an accident.
And it was not.
It's like the World Trade Center. It took them 3 times to knock it down. The first one was a test to see if it could happen with some bombs. We'll put some bombs at the bottom of the World Trade Center. That didn't work. They did something else. They put more bombs. That didn't work. The second turn, the third turn, September 11th. Because they test. They just like us. When we do an A and B test, they test. And they only have to be right once.
That is true.
Those are facts.
What's crazy to me, Jose, is that it took so long to fix it.
And that's an issue.
And that's a scary issue. It's scary.
And who knows what they planted inside the computer or the server so that it fires up later on. Because they got dormant cells inside the computers. This is not, this is real. this is real.
This might
And
happen
the
again.
limitations that they're doing on the people that work at Verizon, the the DEI situation
Mm.
that was taken out is moving a lot of minds away from a lot of these corporations that are running the world. So we need to make sure that the minds that are there stay focused and not distracted by scrolling or on TikTok, because that's all a distraction.
100%.
It's to keep us. You know, I had this guy. Oh my God, I forgot Terrence's last name. He's a real powerful speaker, black guy, and he said, you know what? We stopped picking cotton, many years ago, but we're still picking it. And he pulled out his phone and started scrolling, and he said that we're picking on our phones instead of understanding how that phone works and building a business around it. And that's the problem. We don't control anything. When was the last time you went to, instead of Walmart, to Talpa restaurant, or you went to buy your tortillas from, La Mexicana or any of those things? No, you don't. You go to the supermarket. Well, we don't own supermarkets, tiendas. In order for money to duplicate in a community, money has to circulate in the community first. The moment we get a check, we're going to Walmart. We're going to Louis Vuitton. We're going to brands like Best Buy and BrandSmart to buy. We are buyers, consumers. We're not producers. Until we don't change that world of just buying cell phones. You know what it is? My cell phone cost what, $1,400?
Yep. It's crazy.
You know how hard it is for me to make $1,400?
Jose, ya tomaste
But
tu
I
café.
need it, right? I need to have a cell phone.
Jose,
And if
ya
not, they slow it down for you.
Yes, sir.
tomaste tu
So,
café, Jose.
what? I'm pumped up, bro, right now.
Oye,
These young
oye,
people on here and them listening.
we were talking.
Listening to me.
Hey, oye, we were low key talking before the show, and he thought atrasado, talking slow, lento. Bro, I need a coffee. I said, bro, I already had 2 Cuban shots at 5 a.m. He goes, oye, but slow down. I said, no, I got a third one coming up.
Dude, I couldn't get a word edgewise.
Mira, check this out. I'm gonna get down to the basics right here because I see a lot of different shows and a lot of podcasts. We're talking about the. Let's just speak about the nation, and the reason why our networks are so vulnerable. We don't invest a lot of money or enough or even nowhere near the budget into STEM and the people that are living here. We're going to be behind 5 to 10 years for the rest of our lives unless we're coding the product that we're buying into. If we're not behind the codes, we're not running the data power, and I don't care how many people are in this market.
And the beautiful part.
Hold up. Wait, man.
sorry.
Café.
I've got allergies. I got allergies. Atlanta still got pollen going on in the air. And,
no worries.
But I'm sorry I'm coughing on the air, but
no. I just want to make a point about that because here in Dallas we have a high school, Townview. It's been like #1 in the country 3 or 4 times in a row. The school focuses on STEM.
Yeah.
And there are more and more of those popping up around the country for, magnet schools and things like that kids can apply to get in. And those are important. At my kids' school, they got STEM, robotics,
yes,
and all of that. And we're in a predominantly Black and Hispanic neighborhood. And so it's really good to see that.
What neighborhood is that?
Fort Wolf, over in south of DC.
Okay, so you're in DC.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of schools going up that are. We're the ones who started all that STEM idea way back in 1997.
They got
already teaching students.
The infrastructure is not being supported by the powers that be, the Latino billionaires. And
because they don't want people to know. Ignorance is bliss, right? They
Well,
want us to stay ignorant and barefoot.
well. The thing about it is that if we're going to get into the world of any form of boycotting, it begins with data control. Period. Nothing
And
else
that's why
matters.
Latinos in information sciences and technology is so important.
It's very
Every
important.
CEO of my organization across the 18 chapters, each one of them has a degree, has a master's degree, has a
Yes.
PhD, because we need more alphabets behind our names, right?
Right.
So we need to have more information. That's the thing, Ricky, is that, like I said, keeping us as dumb as possible is what, as many distractions as possible, and keeping us in a position of not being able to 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 control.
No, I
We
get
are
you on there.
supposed to be.
Excited.
Let me tell you a story about the film industry.
Okay.
I take 30 new directors that are coming for the Georgia Latino Film Festival, and I take them to meet one of the baddest directors, studio owners in the world. And we were having a conversation, and one of the things that he said that I had to cut him off right there was, "Oh, this industry wasn't built for you. This business was built for you to consume it, but not to produce it." Do you hear that?
Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
sir.
And I'm like, are you telling that to my directors that I brought in for the film festival? I bring them to you so you can give them some idea. Now let me tell you about how bad this guy is. This guy invented. You remember that Tupac and Michael Jackson, after they were dead, they were performing still.
The holograms. Yeah.
The holograms. He invented that.
Wow.
This guy is
That's
a
right.
genius, and I love him because he's one of those Latinos that doesn't even know that he knows he's Latino, but he's white, and he's part of the establishment. So as part of the establishment, what do you say? So that's what they want. They want to keep us knowing as little as possible.
But we're gonna keep on that same complaint, and it's a real deal complaint. It's a reality, but we have to move away from that and just say, okay, that's your position, fine, and just don't give them the time of the day, the satisfaction of the comeback. We
Well,
got
I've
to
never
create the
been back
building.
since.
No, well, I know, but here's my point. I sat on a panel. I sat on a discussion panel in Hollywood back in 2013, and there was a gentleman there. I won't name the company or the agency he was representing, non-Latino, trying to put me on the spot. He says, "You speak of this, you speak of this, you speak of this, but who's your actual primary target market?" 2013, and I told him the digital market. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. He
What?
goes, "Yeah, but your actual market, digital."
So why do you think he
Exactly.
didn't like it?
Exactly.
Look,
Exactly.
look, I don't have to shout out what I am, who I am. Ricky Rincon, look it up. I'm Latino, period. Mexican American, born, third generation, Dallas, Texas. Look me up. But that's not my response to where we need to be.
Coffee
Digital,
aficionado.
well, digital is here no matter what your culture is. Data's
That's true.
data.
That
So
is data.
we have to either shut them down with intelligence and walk away from it and build it. But we're not going to get anywhere without the data push. We're not.
I agree. I agree 100%. That's why right now we've been doing a lot of stuff on the artificial intelligence side and understanding and intelligence and how do we manipulate it, because artificial intelligence is the great equalizer we've been talking about since 1997.
Sure.
There is a reason for what's going on. It's a business builder. It's a, how do I enhance myself? Like if you put let me tell you something about ChatGPT. ChatGPT can be dangerous. Do you know there's a genius mode in ChatGPT?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And if you prompt the right things, ChatGPT doesn't think like a normal person. It thinks like a super genius, and it's starting to work. And the more that you train ChatGPT, I put my resume, and I said, let me see how many people bite. And I got something like 50. I said, show my resume, is ChatGPT, show my resume to 50 of the biggest hiring companies in the country. And it went out searching for all the other AIs and blah, blah, blah. Came back with 50 different companies that wanted me to work with them. Of course, I'm not going to work with them. But to think about what the power of AI is, again, it's the great equalizer. It's the one that makes us all equals on the new field, because the playing field now is not baseball, it's data.
I'd agree with that. The caveat I have with AI, when I play this with my kids, because some of them ask to use ChatGPT for their homework, right?
No good.
You have to know how to do it too.
Yes.
I think it can also dumb down the population and be used almost as an opposite, an inverse to down all the kids that are now using ChatGPT, and just keep the real learning and things like that for the higher socioeconomic status kids who have access to the best schools, access to the best teachers. So their minds are still intact. They still know how to do all those equations. They still know how to code. They still know how to do that. Whereas, we'll start using this easy button called AI. And then when you ask us if everything shuts down, if we have a power blackout, how do you do this? I don't know. I don't know how to put a sentence together. I don't know how to add. I don't know how to do all of these things.
But that again, in 1997, we introduced the internet to the Latino community. We were telling them how to be parents, because let's be realistic. It's the parent that controls the what that kid sees on that internet. Whether it's ChatGPT or it was, look, every day, more things are being invented. But the thing is, we have to know about it. We need to know how to produce it. We need to stop being consumers and be more producers of the industry. And I'm just talking about technology. I'm not even talking about film yet. I could do a whole show on film.
Excuse me, boss. Excuse me,
and
boss.
the lacking of there is. Everybody's like against AI. Guess what? It's the parenting that goes into it from day one. My daughter didn't have a phone till she was 16. And now she's 18, so she's only had a phone for 2 years. Okay? But the first thing, if Mark Zuckerberg's kids don't have phones and iPads and none of that shit, then my kid doesn't need it either. No matter what.
Because
I have to teach them how to use that, because just like everything else, they got to learn. They got to learn how to be social. They got to learn how to be into the business of producing and not becoming consumers to the Verizons and AT&Ts of the world. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you tell your daughter how to yield it or wield it, how to use that technology and not let it use her. Exactly.
It is what it is. Now she's at Georgia State. That's why the hat. She's at UGA. The number one football team in the country.
Oh, here we go.
Don't listen to the people like Indianapolis or Miami.
Here
Georgia,
we go,
baby. Georgia State.
Longhorns, baby. Longhorns.
Anyway,
grad right here. Okay, so I can't co-sign that. I'm sorry.
What about you, fool?
Yo, Jose, speak on the actual film festival. Like, I know you got a lot of indie producers and directors, and how do people get involved with you guys?
Well, first thing you got to do is go to the website that's right underneath my chest somewhere around here. I don't know, around here somewhere. Anyway, so go there, go to Instagram and look for our Georgia Latino Film Festival, or GALAT Film Fest. And there you'll find out who are the guest stars that are coming in, who are the people that what workshops and seminars we have, Because again, I don't want these things to be a party. I want people to come and learn. And by chance, oh, they having a networking event and that's a party. You see what I mean? But you got to learn in order to earn. And, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I want you to learn. I want you to come and network. I want you to come and show your videos and films in a beautiful Regal Theater or at the beautiful Fox Theater like we did it this year. For the first time, the Fox Theater opened up their doors to the Latino community, the Latino film community. And like the Fox is like the Radio City of Atlanta,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you know? So we got lucky.
That was
We've been
big.
very lucky. This is a great organization. Become a member, you know? Take some of the online trainings. Be beyond these particular calls that open the eyes of people, because that's what we need to do. At the stage of my life, I'm not planning to change the world anymore. I just want to open your eyes and let you know what's going on. Because, you know, for many years, you know, you become part of this system and you don't have an opportunity to change it because the system is just too powerful for you to change. But you can't change one person at a time. So if I'm up there, I'm out here on the phone on a Sunday. Today I would be in church, but no, today I'm in the Church of Latin Prince. And I had to be on this because I know the kind of reach that you guys have and what you guys are planning. Because I know that you guys want to teach as well. You
That's
know,
what we do.
there's
That's what we do.
there's so much to do, guys. There's so much work to do.
What's your
So yeah,
message?
the film festival does a little bit of everything.
That's great. What were you saying? What were you saying? See, you were asking a question.
Oh yeah, I was just asking, what is your message to people who are in tech about getting involved in the community and schools and things like that? You know, things like at my kids' school, the Lego STEM.
Right. Yeah. Well, there's so many places where we can help our own, you know, understand this, you know, these STEM events and the robotics events and all of that. We didn't have that when I was a kid. You know, like I said, I was behind the TV pulling out tubes. But you know, STEM. My daughter has been, and that's my biggest. How do I say? You know, the hamster in the wheel that you're trying to make sure that hamster gets off the wheel and starts running. That's been mine, and so far she's been really, really good. I think that in my organization, one of the things about being a president, one of the topics about being a president is that they got to be involved with their community. They have to join the chambers of commerce. And I'm talking about paying members of the chambers of commerce. They've got to be part of a school board. They got to do those principles for a day, because all these little things that we're doing is changing people across the country. So again, those who hold the data rule the world. So we gotta make sure that we got a lot more of us that look like me and talk like you and me, and that they're out there not only saying, "Oh, I want to be the next Bad Bunny." Well, the chances of you being the next Bad Bunny is going to be 1 in 20 billion. Okay, but the chance of you being an amazing engineer that changes the data that probably could have done something wrong, but it's doing something right. That's where we need to be. We need to be kind, man. We need to be good.
That's true. So this year, what do you?
What you got,
how-
LP?
No, I'm just asking.
How long we got? How long we got?
We got a few more minutes left, but I want to know how many years are you going to be celebrating this coming year? 20.
No lo oigo.
Can you hear me? Hello.
LP, you there?
I'm here. That's interesting. Hold on a second.
I can't hear you.
No.
That's weird.
Anybody else having audio problems?
Can you hear LP?
No.
No.
Can you guys hear me?
Now,
Yeah.
because you came out and came back in.
And he's back. Good.
I removed myself. No, I was asking. This year, you're going to be
No
celebrating.
audio, no LP.
No audio? You can hear me, Rick?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Are you good,
What's up?
Acapulco?
I can hear everybody.
No,
there
you
go.
got to come out and come back in.
Who? Me or them?
Akafu.
Oh,
You don't hear me?
I could
Yeah,
hear.
we hear you.
I could hear. Can you hear me?
I hear you
Ricky?
well.
I was
I
hear
hear
asking.
LP though.
I was asking Jose, like, this year you're gonna be doing a big celebration. How
Let me
many
get his
years?
mic on mute. I don't know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm good.
No, I was
Yeah,
asking.
this year is an amazing year because you know when you hit 15 years of doing something, you know that you've been doing it for the right people, and we've been affecting people for the last 15 years, directors and filmmakers and actors, and we've got one of our actors is now the Modelo recruiter, and he's out in LA.
Anthony Fernandez.
And I mean, we've got so many things going on,
Hold
that
on.
it's just having great people coming in and giving that message that none of us was born with a silver spoon in our mouths, and that we were able to overcome all the issues of our neighborhoods. Some people are from Hialeah. Holy Jesus. Some people are from Washington Heights. Holy Jesus. Some people are from Compton. Holy Jesus. But how many of those people that were there hanging out with those people that not necessarily have ever left Compton or Hialeah have grown to be major people because of our mentalities? Our mentality is to win, to get out of the simple mindset of being poor. Poor is a circle that continues to go and go, and that's what the people want. The man wants you to stay in that circle. It's a circle of viciousness, and you'll never get out of it. But through education, through showing opportunities for people. My job right now is to show people artificial intelligence. Make sure that they know where the jobs are. Make sure, hey, you want to be a senior vice president at HBO? I got that. Go to my website, check my my career center, and you're going to see it right there. We're looking for the CEO. We're looking for... Go for positions that you don't think you qualify for, because you never know. You might qualify.
That's facts. That is facts. I think. What was the name that you said, Fu, about that?
LP, are you there?
Anthony Fernandez.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Anthony
hear me,
I think he's speaking
I
about
can
Anthony
hear. I can
Fernandez.
hear LP.
Can you? Are you here, Fu? He said.
You talking about with
Fer-
Modelo?
Yeah.
Anthony Fernandez.
Anthony Fernandez.
That's,
I was in a movie with him. When I was in Los Angeles, I was in a movie with him.
What happened?
What do you
No,
mean
he
what
was saying.
happened?
No, can you hear? Can you hear, Fu?
More movies.
I can't hear.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna bring it back. No, he said Fu was saying that he was in a movie with
Latin
him.
Prince, are you live?
I'm here, brother. I'm here. I'm
No
right
audio.
here. That's weird. What the hell?
I
StreamYard.
think I don't know what's going on. I could hear him.
It's weird.
I
You
can't
can
hear.
hear me.
Can you hear me,
but,
Ricky?
I hear everyone except LP.
All I know is that Sears constant.
that's because I don't have Verizon for my my internet.
Me either.
I don't either, bro. I don't know what you
Nope.
say. Not me.
Don't make me laugh. I got a cough.
I don't want to mention no brands here because I might be pitching them. Everybody just
You know. No, sometimes they gotta hear that they get paddled in the ass, so that they know that they gotta take care of the customers.
Brands. Stay on the fence. I stay right there at the top. I don't talk about no brands.
I hear you. I hear you.
Mhm.
No,
So Akafu, you were saying
in a
something?
movie with Anthony Fernandez.
I'm sorry?
Fool was saying that he was in a movie with Anthony Fernandez.
Yeah. Tony's doing really good.
There
Whoa.
it is.
Oh my God, look at that. Oh, he's so much more polished now, bro. You can see it that
Yeah.
he's getting more and more polished every
he's
day.
awesome.
The guy is an amazing actor. I don't see nobody. He's going to be an action star. He's going to be. There's so much that this
He's
brother
got a
has to
voice.
offer.
A voice.
The voice, yes.
Unique voice. Unique.
His voice is unforgettable, man. When you sit down and you start talking to this kid, You know, because remember, all of y'all kids to me, no disrespect, but y'all kids. You know, ahora mismito y'all living, you know, what I've lived. So
Ricky,
I'm just
you're a
glad you're
kid.
all there, and that we have people like that, Anthony, and you know, we've got Carlo, we've got right here in Georgia. I mean, we've got guys like Tony Guerrero, that are part of my organization, that are paying members, and
Jeez.
they're getting gigs every day. And yeah, there's a slowdown. You know, we lost maybe 20 shows that we're shooting here, but still, Stranger Things is here. Will Trent is here,
Will
and there's
Trent.
so much work being done in Georgia, theaters and Georgia studios, and you know that
Look at LP.
Jesus Christ, we need to have we have to be in this business, because
Marketing,
this
baby.
is the
Marketing.
business of content creation. Like I said, I've got a whole nother pitch on this whole thing. We are content creators, we are filmmakers, we are storytellers,
That is true.
100%.
Yeah,
and
when
that's
I
what we
was
need to
there,
concentrate on now.
when
And
I came
about
to
technology, yeah, technology and film has conveniently become one. You know, your
I
cameras are
was
no longer the cameras that you used to use. What you could do with a cell phone right now. I've seen cell phone movies.
Yep, me too.
This we
yeah.
need to be in this business as well. Here's another thing. Brilla Media, right?
Hmm.
My boy Manny's company. They're doing things with Carlos Ponce and doing these 2-minute, 3-minute vertical films that are being distributed by people like Netflix and
Hmm.
Amazon. Hey, that's a great way to get into your foot in the door. You're not going to be a director when you come into Disney, but you never know
You
what
never
the
know.
future holds, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, man, we're in the creative economy right now. We need to start to create. You know, there's things that you could do now with artificial intelligence that would take millions of dollars to do, and you don't and we don't even know how to manipulate it yet. We've got Mid Journey, we've got Jesus, I could just go down the list of all these different companies. We just had another company come out, a Latino owned uh, editing company called
I don't hear nobody
Film
now.
Film. What is it? Film Pro version 1. He's one of our members. Uh,
Anybody hear
Lugo.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know if maybe
Yeah.
they can't hear me either.
No,
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you
you.
No, no, we hear you. We
Okay, I
can hear
can't
you.
hear
Jose, we
horse.
hear you.
Jose, I cannot
both.
hear LP.
You cannot hear
So
Jose?
yeah, so we gotta start to research, and if
I
not,
don't know
just
who's
call
talking
people
now.
that are there already. You know, you got friends that are doing it. You know, imagine having a set that would regularly cost you $2, $3, $4 million to build. Now you don't have to. Now you can build a set online
That's crazy.
and make it happen. You know, come
Yeah.
on, man. I wish I had these tools when I was a kid. If I would have had Mid Journey when I was 6 years old, I would have been away from the TV, and I would have been prompting,
Doing things,
because
doing
that's the
things.
skill. The skill is to learn how to tell people what to do. That's AI
That's
in a
crazy.
nutshell.
Pretty much, yes.
And to be able to articulate yourself. If you can, I've heard some AI songs that were horrible, and I've heard some that were really, really good.
Hmm.
So I think the difference in those are being able to articulate what you want to hear, that sound that you're looking for, the lyrics, the genre, all of that. And I think when you are bad at articulating yourself, you're going to be bad at using it.
Yeah, if you're breaking your saying with every prompt with then you're
Yeah.
all messed up. You know, we gotta know how to control what we know how to control, and that's our diction, the way we speak, and being able to put it on your computer, because
Hmm.
that's where you're gonna be building.
That's
Yeah,
true.
You
I'm
know,
work.
Can you prompt Chat GPT in Spanish? In any
yes,
language? Okay. How good?
ChatGPT is completely fluent.
Okay, I was always wondering that because I think that makes a big difference to accessibility also.
So ChatGPT, you could do so many things with it. The other day I was building some marketing stuff for us, and there's an organization. Let me see. It's called it's Pomly by Google. Okay, Pomeli. And what Pomeli does, it takes your website, analyze it, and builds everything that you need to be able to market yourself online. So we've got, we honor your achievements. That's so that people that are, that we're going to honor understand. And we put their picture in it. But I don't have to do that would take me 6 days to do. I tell ChatGPT or Pomeli what I need. I put my website in there, and they come up with full-blown campaigns. Your story is center stage. Find your community. We fuel the next generation. All by itself. Pomeli, P-O-M-E-L-L-I. And it's by Google Labs. The link is labs.google.com/Pomeli. So if you guys didn't get it, send it out later, because I'll tell you honestly, it's gonna help us a whole lot. If we're creative now, imagine the stuff that we can do when we have help because that's what it is. This is another tool, just like the computer. The computer was a tool. Oh no, the computer's gonna take over the world.
Right.
Yeah, it did. Everybody does Windows. Everybody does OS. But the thing is that this tool can change your life so quickly that's what we need to do. So like I said, the one that I just dropped, Pomeli, it's an amazing little deal. Check it out. Go to your website, put your stuff in there, and check out what you can do.
Hey, I want to inject something. Jose, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't hear Ricky.
Ricky?
Yeah, I can hear everybody. I can hear you, Jose. You can hear me?
Ricky, sale y entra.
I already did 4 times.
Okay, say bye-bye.
So who can hear me?
Bye-bye and come back.
I can hear
you.
So
you can hear him?
Yes.
Everybody can hear me but you.
Maybe we're oversubscribed. Maybe we got a lot of people on the StreamYards thing.
I don't know.
Maybe their pipe is Verizon.
So
but anyway, guys, let me tell you, it is, there's so much stuff. Like I was telling you about this film. Film Pro does everything that you need for your back end. So it helps you with your timing, when what the script is gonna look like. You don't have pictures. You need to do a storyboard. Here's a storyboard. And it throws it out. Everything that you've put in it. It's such an important tool. And it's a Latino who owns this company, man. Alex Lugo. Big props to Alex Lugo. Because that's the way to do it. You know?
It is.
We need to do more of this. We need to get behind. But what is it? He's an engineer.
That's crazy.
And an actor.
That's crazy.
LP, you back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, I had to do a bunch of stuff.
I can't hear anybody. Everybody's gone.
Damn.
It's just you and me.
You're the one with Mint Mobile.
That's crazy.
It's just you and me. I think everybody got to go and come back.
We got to definitely do part 2 because it's just
they can't hear me, so they won't do it.
Everybody can hear you.
I can hear you.
No, we can
Yeah,
hear
I know,
you.
but you don't have to go out. It's them.
You know.
The fellas got to come in and come out.
I already did.
I think StreamYard just likes me better. I don't
We
know.
got to figure this out because
Cut me off.
this is sabotage. This is the man.
No. You know what? We definitely need to.
This is the man stopping us from doing what we need to do. I was just giving him too much knowledge.
Giving
Too
them
much
too much
knowledge.
information.
Oh shit! The FBI is gonna be outside in a little bit. Hey, what do you think about Patel's eyes? Right, this guy Cash Patel. He's got one eye over here and he got another eye over there.
Well,
And
now,
he look in one move
Talking
in
about
one and it moves over here.
what did I walk into?
Yeah,
Whoa,
we just,
whoa,
you thought I was jumping off the ledge.
Mira cómo me tratan a mí. This is
He's
why,
not
bro.
wrong. He's not wrong at all.
This
That's
is
what I'm
why.
talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking. Can you hear us? Can you
She
hear
hears
us?
me working on a Sunday and she's downstairs already doing
Wife be
things.
taking care of
That's
business.
beautiful.
Thank you, honey.
You see, that's the kind of
Wow,
wife you need to have, fool.
Ricky, you need to get on.
Props to
Ricky,
Mrs. Marquez.
Ricky, you need to actually get on the stage. We don't see you yet.
He's still.
I
There
just
you
added-
go.
LP, I
Hear me,
can't hear
Jose?
you. I could hear you, Ricky. I can't hear LP.
This is wild.
This is
I'm
wild.
dead.
Listen,
I'm dead.
Jose, can you hear me?
though?
Yes.
See?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
my check.
Every time there's a change on this, it cuts me off.
1, 2, 1, 2.
It's crazy.
I can
Hey,
hear
we're
nobody.
back.
Whoever's doing that reset is taking me out.
Yeah,
I don't know who it is, but thank God we're back on.
we're here. Can you hear us, Ricky?
I can't hear nothing.
No.
Well, the point is,
Leo's
at
still
least I can hear you.
watching. Leo's got a
Huh?
lot to say, but he's still watching. No, we have an expert
We have
comment.
a
who's
MAGA
always,
fanatic.
who's always here.
On
What,
the
we
chat.
have MAGA on there? I love MAGA people.
But you're not gonna love this dude.
They're going to need to learn.
Yeah, he's they will learn. Believe me, trust me, they're gonna learn one way.
Oh,
Another.
the other.
We're gonna learn today. We're gonna learn today.
You know what I'm saying? Trust me.
Listen, guys, I
coming
love
this
to
way.
figure out
I'm
a
patient.
way that we could do some more of these, at least maybe once a month, that
Yeah.
we could come on and
Educate.
talk about some of the artificial intelligence, the innovation that's being done right now. It's amazing, and we need to be very much in it. So in the music industry, in the film industry, we need to do this our AI is going to affect everything. And they're saying, oh, they're going to take my jobs and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. No. They're not going to take nothing. You just need to learn. Thank you, honey. Okay.
Yo,
You need to learn. You know what I'm saying?
I played with Suno twice last week, right? I just did like a little short trial of it so I could try it out, and I made 2 really good songs off of prompting it.
Check that out.
I was blown away by how quickly it did it. It took the hooks that I wrote and it wrote verses to them. In the genre
Wow.
it prompted, they're really, really good.
When are you
And
gonna send it to me?
then I discovered this other AI artist. I was on Instagram and he was at the top, Mary of Gold. If y'all like soul music, this is soulful. The lyrics are great, and lyrics are what always pull me in. But I was really surprised to find out that it was an AI artist and not an actual artist, because usually I could kind of tell. But this time it was really hard to distinguish. So,
For me, it's a double-edged sword, because now, like you said, people are going to find shortcuts to doing what it's supposed to be doing. But hey, listen, we love new music. We need to hear new music from different artists, and if this is the only way that you're going to get produced and get out there, because the beauty about this is that there's no gatekeepers anymore. Those gatekeepers that said, oh, no me gusta como luce, Gilberto Santa Rosa was too fat, all this stuff is the way people make opinions about your music. There shouldn't be a face on music.
That's right.
Music should be just music.
Jose, can I play your song?
Sure, man.
This is our we have a segment on the show called, where we play an old song that a new artist samples. Well, not necessarily a new artist, but an artist just came out with a new song and it samples an old track. So I'm gonna play you this song and see if you could figure it out.
can hear it.
Crazy. The fact that you can hear is crazy.
Uh-oh, we lost him again.
Go back out of
More money, more cars, more show. Ever since you left me.
So basically, I'm playing a song that has
I went deaf
AC and the Sunshine Band and French Montana just came out.
I went deaf on it.
Can't hear it.
And he sampled.
All I need is
go out and come back in, but you can't hear it.
I'm playing it like normal.
Yeah, we got to figure out the StreamYards thing. There's got to be some kind of problem.
No,
Maybe
we
too
don't-
many
it's-
people
it's because
subscribing to the movie or to the platform
We've been having
where
issues.
we're not we can't hear it. This is
See,
not
that-
what
that cuts all my
StreamYards
audio
shoot.
off
We
right
could have
there. I don't
done
know who's
we could have done this on
Hello?
Zoom and had like 100, 300 people on it
That's true. We gotta figure it out because you know what?
without no
We've been-
interruptions.
We've been having some
You know what I'm
issues
saying?
the last couple of weeks, I think. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, where everybody's fine and then all of a sudden things get cut off. I mean, like
Right.
right
No,
now,
we're not.
you should have been able to listen to what I was
Ricky,
playing.
you hear me?
I heard the music, but like right now, whatever took place, it just cut the audio off. Jose, C, I don't hear her.
You can't hear me.
So it's just you and I right now.
The only thing that changed is I entered the stage, so it's
Crazy.
got to be
Nope, that
an
didn't do it.
imbalance.
All right, guys. You know what? I'm going to call it a wrap because we cannot continue to go on and wasting people's time
100%.
and having shit together. So we are going to come around and we are going to how can I say just
You might have to find a different platform if
we're going to
StreamYard.
have to find a different platform because this is really,
Why can't I hear people?
you see. Nah, I was I'm gonna call you. Jose.
Listen, guys, it's been fun.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. Don't forget Georgia Latino Film Festival
sir.
on Instagram. Find us there. Be at the event. You don't have to be of Georgia to come and work with the people in Georgia. We got great
Well,
people here,
well,
great
appreciate-
Latinos, great African Americans, great Asian Americans that are in the film industry that really wants to share their talents with other people coming in from other countries and other cities. So we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, brother.
And
We
you,
are-
my brother, we'll see you
soon.
October 1st.
We're good.
Latin Prince, thank you so much. Sia,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And to my brother Acting Fool, keep on acting.
Thank you, brother.
Peace.
Oh my Lord, what the fuck is going on with this goddamn thing?